weapons it's a wrestling in front. We'll have that discussion.
He's like to not deter these attacks in the past. What will be different this time?
Mr. President, how do you decide?
Reason of war in the Middle East. A wider war in the Middle East. How worried are you?
I don't think we need a wider war in the Middle East. That's not what I'm looking for.
Are you going to Mr. President, sir, should Donald Trump be allowed on the ballot? Should Donald Trump be allowed on the ballot?
As far as I'm concerned, that's fine.
Why is he leading in the polls to be the threat to democracy, as you say?
Because guys like you.
What am I doing? Come on, come on.
I'm teasing, man. I'm teasing. It's early.
Have you done everything you can do with executive authority? There's a little you can do.
That's all I can do. Just give me the power. I've asked for the very day I got in office. Give me the border patrol. Give me the people. Give me the people to judge it. Give me the people who can stop this and make it work rationally.
There are concerns in the party about the possible escalation of military involvement in the Middle East.
There's concern. We'll see.
Strike, and if so, can you say which militant group was behind the strike?
I'm not in a position today to confirm exactly what group is responsible, Amr. We're still working through the analysis, but as I said the other day, I mean, clearly this is the work has all the hallmarks of groups that are backed by the IRGC and in fact by Kataib Hezbollah as well. So.
Why wait for, it's about 48 hours-ish now since the attack happened. Are you essentially giving these groups the opportunity to move personnel, move their weaponry out of the way? And what message does it send by waiting 2 days to strike back at this point?
As we said, Amr, and as the president has said, we're going to respond, and we're going to do it really in a way, in a time of our own choosing. That's no different. That's not a different approach than we've taken in the past.
Will the president attend the dignified transfer of remains?
The president had an opportunity this morning to speak with the family members of the 3 service members who were tragically killed in this attack. He was grateful for their time. He expressed to them how proud we all are of their service, how we mourn and feel sorrow over their loss. Made sure that those families knew that not only was that service and sacrifice going to be honored and respected, but that they would continue to get the support that they need as they work through what no family wants to have to go through. As I said, no Blue Star family wants to become a Gold Star family. In that conversation, he also gauged their feelings about him going to the dignified transfer in Dover on Friday. All of them supported his presence there, and so the president will be going to the dignified transfer on Friday.
The president said when he left the White House that he had reached a decision on the strikes. What is the guiding principle as he makes this decision? And is it fair to say that these strikes will be more forceful than the ones that were done previously?
Well, with the caveat that I'm certainly not going to telegraph punches here, get into specifics of potential future military operations. To your question, guiding principle is making sure that we continue to degrade the kinds of capabilities that these groups have at their disposal to use against our troops in our facilities, and to send a strong signal to their backers in the IRGC that these attacks are unacceptable, and the president will do what he has to do to protect our troops in our facilities and to look after our national security interests in the region. And I would tell you that, as I said yesterday, they have now taken the lives of 3 American troops. And so I think it's fair for you to expect that we will respond in an appropriate fashion, and it is it's very possible that what you'll see is a tiered approach here, not just a single action, but potentially multiple actions.
You say if it will
Over
only
a period of time.
Here at the top, and then we'll get right to your questions. Up front, I want to just express again our condolences to the family members and loved ones of the 3 U.S. soldiers who were killed in Jordan this weekend in the Iran proxy drone attack at Tower 22. Our thoughts and prayers continue to be with them. Secretary Austin will be calling each of the families to personally relay his respects and is planning to attend the dignified transfer of remains at Dover Air Force Base on Friday as well. Of note, the U.S. Army Reserve announced earlier today that Specialist Kennedy Sanders and Specialist Breonna Moffett have been posthumously promoted to the rank of sergeant. We're also keeping our service members who were wounded in our thoughts and wish them all a speedy recovery.
Thanks, General Ryder. Has Secretary Austin provided the president response options at this point?
In terms of additional details about the drone attack itself, we know there are still many questions, to include how the one-way attack drone could have penetrated the facility's air defenses, its point of origin, and which specific Iranian proxy group is responsible. I can tell you that U.S. Central Command is continuing to look into all those important questions, and that we'll keep you updated as new information becomes available as we are able to. What we do know is that Iran-backed militias are responsible for these continued attacks on U.S. forces, and that we will respond at a time and manner of our choosing. While we do not seek to escalate tensions in the region, we will also take all necessary actions to protect our troops, our facilities, and our interests.
But how do you deter Iran, which has clearly supplied and endorsed some of these attacks, from keeping from doing this again and leading to another proxy attack on U.S. forces?
Yeah, so again, as a reminder, our forces are in Iraq and Syria and in the region supporting the lasting defeat of ISIS. That's the mission that we've been focused on. When we need to, we will protect our forces. Again, I'm not going to get into telegraphing or discussing potential future operations, other than to say, again, we will respond in a time and manner of our choosing.
Just confirm that you're expecting a tiered response with multiple actions. And then secondly, on the KH statement, I mean, could you go for a little more? I mean, what do you mean by actions speak louder than words?
We're not going to telegraph or discuss details associated with any future operations. And again, on the statement that's out there, I don't think we could be any more clear that we have called on the Iranian proxy groups to stop their attacks. They have not, and so we will respond in a time and manner of our choosing. When I say actions speak louder than words, there has been 3 attacks, to my knowledge, since the 28th of January, and I'll just leave it there. Okay.
Expressed some concerns yesterday that the U.S. response to the Jordan attack could potentially affect the negotiations over a new hostage deal? Is that part of the Pentagon's calculus in determining a U.S. response to this?
So again, as part of any decision-making process, we take a wide range of considerations into account, again, to include what our broader regional goals are, which from the very beginning has been to prevent the situation in Israel and Gaza from expanding into a broader conflict. I'll just leave it there. Appreciate it.